What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video it's time for another Do You Really Need It? So again, makeup companies have been coming out with a bunch of stuff and they want us to buy it, but we can't fall for all this stuff. So I'm gonna talk about some products in this video, but before we get into anything, you already know what you gotta do. Click that subscribe button. Hit that bell getting the notifications when I post new videos, and click that like button letting me know that you're liking the content that I'm putting out. So without wasting any more time, let's get into all this stuff. Alright, so the first product that I'll be talking about is this. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette. You're going to get 5 shades in this palette and it's going to run you $25. At a cost breakdown of $5 per shade. Again, not bad, but again, this is supposed to be an extension of colors from the original Lila palette. Here's why you don't need this. First of all, the Lila palette is $125. So unless you want to spend all that kind of money, go ahead. But then they're like, hey, if you just want to taste what the Lila palette's going to be, here's the $25 little baby sister of it. It's a waste of money. Like, it's a legit waste of money. I said this in a previous anti-haul that many palettes, in my opinion, are a waste of money because sometimes they may change the formulation. And a lot of times the pan sizes are a lot smaller. So I don't really feel like I need to delve into this one a lot. So do you really need it? No. Alright, so the next product that I'll be talking about is this one. This is the KKW Beauty Classic Collection. You're going to be getting one eyeshadow palette at $45, 4 peach cream lipsticks at $18 a piece, and then 4 peach cream lip liners at $12 a piece. But if you want the whole kit and caboodle, it's going to cost you $150. See, I try not to talk about this family too much because we already know that a lot of their stuff is literally grossly overpriced ColourPop products because the same company that does their stuff is the same company that does ColourPop. So let's be perfectly honest and let's kind of break these things down for a smidge. A lot of these colors are dupable. You don't really need to spend $18 on a lipstick. I mean, I can't speak from experience because I bought the minted lipsticks that are $16.50 a piece. But you know, sometimes when you find lipsticks that work for you that are really nice, you don't mind spending the money on it. But in my personal opinion, all these shades that she's coming out with, you can find for a much cheaper price. Excuse me. Via Maybelline, ColourPop, CoverGirl, L'Oreal. Like, you can find, even NYX, honestly. You can find all of these shades at other companies for half the price. Do me, you, and everybody in this world a favor. And just don't fall for this. All of these, even all the eyeshadow shades are dupable. I get it. It's all about the quality. Quality is great. But if I can find the same quality for a cheaper cost, I'm sorry, I'm going to buy the cheaper alternative. And literally, there's probably $5 to $15 palettes with the same shades in them. So why am I going to sit here and individually spend $45? Like, why am I going to spend $45 on that eyeshadow palette? It's not necessary. Why am I going to spend $18 on a lipstick that I can get at Maybelline for $7? Why? Same thing with lip liners. Lip liners don't need to be terribly expensive. So if you're sitting here spending $12 on a lip liner, you just got money to waste. When you can find cheaper alternatives from NYX and Rimmel, even Maybelline and L'Oreal too, for a quarter of the cost. Like, stop playing yourself. Do you really need this? No. Alright, so we're gonna roll back to Natasha Denona for another hot second. So the next product that we'll be talking about is this. This is the Natasha Denona Transformatte Pore Vanishing Foundation. You're going to be getting 0.94 ounces in this lovely product. It comes in 35 shades and you're going to be dropping $45 for it. Here is where my problem is with this particular product. The shade range is absolute trash, if I'm going to be quite honest. Sorry, had Instagram open on my phone. I need to roll back through my phone to check and see what this... Yeah, the dark shade range is absolute trash. Just what I thought. I'm sitting here looking at the picture of this collection of shades. Again, light and medium get more love than fair, dark, and deep. The light shades, if I can count through this picture, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 light shades. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 medium shades. There's 4 light shades. 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 dark shades. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep shades. So there's one more deep shade than there is fair shades. So you fair sisters, I apologize. You just not gonna get represented like you want to. And you super deep sisters, again, you getting the short end of the stick. And then on top of that, you're not even getting a full ounce of product. Why? Like, why? Why even bother at this point? If you're not going to be inclusive with your shade ranges, sorry, my ear's been itching a little bit today. If you're not going to be inclusive with your shade range, do not drop a foundation. Fenty kill all y'all. And really, the only person before Fenty who's really been killing y'all is MAC. And if we're going to go drugstore, L'Oreal. When L'Oreal came out with True Match, that's when y'all started having to really kind of up y'all game. And but really with Fenty drop, when Fenty dropped, she blew all y'all out the water. Like, she killed all y'all. And now y'all sitting here coming out with these pathetic shade ranges that cover barely, not even a minuscule amount of the scope of people. Like really, y'all gypped the fair side. Like, fair gypped out the yin yang with this foundation. So, if you're not willing to evenly offer the same amount of shades per range, then don't drop a foundation. Just don't. And this bottle looks little as all get up. So, do you really need it? No. Speaking of Fenty Beauty, and we gonna need Fenty to come to the front, because she thought she was really trying to get us with this. This is the Fenty Beauty, if I can talk today, the Fenty Beauty Diamond Ballout Killawatt Highlighter. Yes, people, a silver highlighter for $34. Now, the special thing about this particular product is that all proceeds for this highlighter are going to go to a foundation. That's lovely, but I'm sorry. Who gonna wear this? If you want to be walking around looking like the she version of the Tin Man, by all means, please buy this highlighter and do this. But literally, this is an overpriced eyeshadow. That's literally what this is. I don't need to explain much else. Other than that, you don't need it, so do you really need it? No. Alright, so the next product that I'll be talking about is this. This is the Ray Morris Makeup Invisible Mattifier. Basically, there wasn't much other info on this other than the fact that it's going to run you $55. So basically, the purpose of this product is you swirl a brush into it and it's supposed to mattify you. That's it. This is just another thing to add to your repertoire if you love adding steps to your makeup. You do the same thing with the compact. If you get a little oily or you get a little shiny, that's what powder's for. So why would I want to spend $55 on this? Just no. Just don't do it. You don't need it. That's about all I got to say. And the final product that I will be talking about is this one. This is the Beauty Blender Bounce Liquid Whip Foundation. You're going to get 32 shades and it's going to cost you $40 for 1 fluid ounce. So when they announced this launch, everyone was like, oh, okay. Like, Beauty Blender's known for its beauty sponge. In my opinion, that's grossly overpriced for how often you have to replace it. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to spend $20 on a sponge. But I digress. So they came out with this. Everybody was really excited until they dropped the shade range. Yeah. I'm sitting here looking at this on my phone right now. So, if you thought I went hard on Natasha Denona just a couple of minutes ago, then you would be hard pressed to not go just as hard for Beauty Blender, because literally I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8 shades for the deep dark range. 8 shades. And for you sisters who are really, really dark, 4 shades. Like, the medium range in this foundation is absolutely redonkulous. Like, literally, about these shades repeat themselves. And the founder was like, oh, we have a lot of, medium shades in the Latina community that really need a lot of attention. They get attention. The medium to light range gets a lot of attention. The deep dark range barely gets any. And it just so happened you did the same thing with this foundation launch. Like, you really, really bugging. And then when Trend Mood dropped this photo, Beauty Blender had nerve enough, the owner of Beauty Blender had nerve enough, if you watch the Jeffree review, had nerve enough to email Jeffree saying that there was a wacky filter on it, on the photo. And Trimu had to come back and say, oh, no, girl. I got this from your video. So if anyone's got a funky filter, it's you. You just lost a lot of business with that move right there. Now, maybe Jeffree didn't need to air your email out to the public, but it actually gave a lot of context to the launch, and it made it look even worse. I'm sorry. Same thing as Natasha Denona. If you are not going to have an even amount of shades for all people, do not launch a foundation. Because as beauty vloggers, when we're trying to suggest products to our viewers and tell them what foundations would really work for them, if I can't suggest your foundation because of the whack shade range that you have, I personally cannot buy in to your product. So, if I got friends who are darker than me and they have the same type of skin that I do, and I would love to suggest a foundation, but I can't do it because you ain't got the shade for them, like, what are you doing? I'm sorry, as a woman of color, I should not have to search high and low for a foundation. Now, luckily for me, I'm not crazy, crazy dark, but I do have friends and colleagues who are that dark, and you are doing them mad disservice by not catering to that market. They shouldn't have to just rely on one or two brands to cover them. That is not how this makeup world is working anymore. And if they want to find a shade or a foundation, they shouldn't have to pay out the yin yang for it. I'm sorry. My philosophy on a lot of makeup in general, like, don't get it twisted. I love makeup. But the reason why I don't spend a lot of money on makeup, or like a high price on makeup per product, is because I'm going to wash it off at the end of the day. Now, if you want to spend out the yin yang on skincare, because guess what? That's the main part that's going to last you for as long as you are living. You might want to take care of it. I would spend out the yin yang for skincare, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and spend out the yin yang for makeup. And if you can't offer a complete shade range, then you do not need to be putting out complexion products, period. So, do you really need it? No. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you take a second look on some of these products, because there are probably some of these products that you were probably looking into getting, and personally, after doing my research on some of these products, it's just not worth it. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Before you go, make sure do a couple of housekeeping things. Hit that subscribe button, click that bell, get notifications when I post new videos, and comment below telling me what you think about some of these products. Are you down for some of them, or do you kind of agree with me in a sense that these are just not necessary? So, hopefully you enjoyed this, and until next time guys, deuces.